article, 310 Mary Street.
310?
310. We're married to that dude you just heard.
Thanks, Dave.
Earlier in the spring, I was driving by Kmart in Thorndale, noticed Downingtown National Bank was doing a recycling and shredding event. I stopped in to see what it was all about and found it was for residents of Thorndale only. I have lived in Downingtown for over 30 years and have no recollection of DNB ever doing a shredding and recycling event for us. Why hasn't Borough Council done something for the residents for recycling and shredding? I mean, we're talking DNB, Downingtown National Bank. Green Street Muse was built by Progressive Housing, the same gal who wants to build in Carden Park. Green Street Muse continually floods with each storm. How can council ensure that more of Downingtown will not suffer under the poor planning of another development? The funny thing is, I was just checking email, and I was looking up the fabulous Steve Sullivans. And one of the things that you did back in 2005 was you talked about creating in Alcoa an area for drainage. I don't know if you ever ended up buying that property or
The
not.
Alcoa Basin?
Pardon?
The Alcoa Basin?
Yeah. Okay, so this is what Mr. Sullivan said. The ordinance reads that the acquisition is necessary for the reduction in the perils caused by flooding, because the borough may, after acquisition, construct thereon a stormwater detention basin for the accumulation and dissipation of stormwater. In other words, the borough wants to build a basin to catch stormwater from Park Run before it gets further downstream, thus flooding properties in the borough, specifically along Green Street and Jefferson Avenue. And like I said, Green Street was built by the fabulous Progressive Housing, Ms. Sarah Peck, who wants to also do Carden Park. So I'm having some issues with that. I'm having not good feelings, more flooding. And then Mr. Gazzara, our fabulous president, we have to do something, Mr. Gazzara said after the meeting. It's been going on for years and years. We're trying to handle everybody's water coming in. So I think we're in agreement that we have a flooding issue. The second part is fabulous Molly McGuire. As much as I have an Irish husband and I only have a quarter Irish, I was excited about Molly McGuire's. And what was it, last year, Molly McGuire's opened the doors. On November the 15th, they talked about how Molly McGuire's had been here a whole month. Was I excited? New business, new tax-paying business. Yes, and yes. Well, the problem is now Molly's in bankruptcy. I understand, because of a blog that was also with the whole Molly McGuire's article, that Molly McGuire's owes money to Borough Council. $500,000? I don't know if that's true or not. Apparently they're not paying their vendors, lots of issues, or some kind of 15-year deal where they're not paying finance charges or taxes, or bada bing, bada boom, you made a great deal, but what are we getting as taxpayers? So do we get to clean up the mess if Molly McGuire reneges and they can't do nothing? We have an empty building, which is fabulous looking, but now we still have an empty building with no tax income, and then our taxes get to go up.
It still gets taxed.
Pardon?
Believe it or not, they pay taxes on
Well,
it.
they are-
Point of order, Mr. Mayor, it says that to be heard.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry, Mr. McGill. I usually like to answer your questions.
But
I wasn't
anyway,
asking you questions.
but the point is, are they going to be able to play? Whoa, I've lost my spot. Okay.
Apologize, I'm sorry.
All right. So the deal is, what's going to happen with taxes? Mine keeps going up, nothing seems to be going down. If Carden Park is built, do the taxes go down? Not necessarily. Repaving Pennsylvania Avenue was another interesting fun time I had the other morning on the way to work. And I thought to myself, wow, you're just repaving part of that. How about those extra 300, 600 cars coming into Carden Park, coming out? I'm going to have a fun time just trying to get to Westchester again. Okay? Right now, I can't get up I can't get up Norwood Road because that's been taking forever to get done. Then we had Pennsylvania Avenue. It literally took me another 15 minutes to get myself to Westchester from Downingtown. It was like crazy. It is my experience in coming to Borough Council meetings over the years that the meeting is designed to have the staging of the citizens to be heard in the beginning and no response allowed at the end of the meeting after important matters